Back to the phones. Mario in Edgewater. What's up, Mario?
Yeah, Mike. I'm a Jets fan, but I have two issues.
Yeah.
One is Tom Coughlin.
Coughlin.
Coughlin. I'm glad I mispronounced.
Why? Why would you be glad? Are you a Jet fan?
Yes, sir.
Well, then why would you mispronounce a man's name who has been a very enormously successsul NFL head coach on purpose?
Well, that's the only way he could be in the NFL because if you notice Wade Phillips, a lot of people
has he won a Super Bowl?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But my problem.
So he's a bad coach. Is that it?
The only way he can be liked is as a winner, because
what?
I don't.
What are you talking about?
His life. Well, let me explain, Mike. Are you going to let me make my point?
Well, no. Well, further, you've been insulting to the guy already. I mean, you don't even know his name. But go ahead.
Well, right. I pronounce it wrong because I look at how it's spelled and I tend to say it the way it's spelled. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yesterday, at the first sign of the Giants cracking, he turned around to his, I guess it's his defensive coordinator, and started screaming at him.
Oh, really? That's the first time you've ever seen. That's the first time you've ever seen yelling on an NFL sideline, huh?
Well, it's the first time I've seen Tom. Okay.
Right.
I'm not going to mispronounce Tom.
Okay, good.
The first time I saw Tom start yelling at supposedly someone he respects. The Giants basically have lived on their defense for the first half of the season. Yes or no?
No.
Okay.
Their offense is one of the highest scoring offenses in the league, too.
The defensive coordinator, happens to be an African American.
Now this is a racial issue.
No, it's not exactly a racial issue.
Now, can you? All right. So now you didn't like that he was yelling at an African American coach. All right. Is that where we are now?
Well, I wonder if.
But he hired an African American coach, did he not?
Would he yell at Fox when he was there?
Absolutely. Well, Fox didn't work for Tom Coughlin.
Well, who did? That's anybody.
How about the coach of the Rams?
Okay. Did he yell at him?
Yes.
The way he yelled at
I'm sure he did, yeah. I'm sure there were many times. I'm sure he yelled at many people.
Okay. All right.
So you were watching the game yesterday.
Yes.
You're not a Giant fan. And you're a Jet fan. You were watching the game, and you saw Tom Coughlin in the game yell at an assistant coach, and you felt that was the reason why he should not be a coach in the NFL?
Well, he must have said something, Mike, because the assistant coach yelled louder back at Mr. Tom.
Well, first of all, how would you know how loud they were yelling at each other when you were watching on TV?
I was watching because I could hear.
No, but how do you know what they were saying?
His neck popping out of his neck.
Okay, so they were having an argument. So what's wrong with that? It's an exchange of ideas under pressure. What's the problem?
It's an exchange of ideas. And another thing is.
Well, wait. What is the problem with that? It happens in the NFL all the time.
Okay, here's my problem also with Tom. How come the refs don't throw a flag? He's on the field half the time, always contesting when there's a close play. It's either a first down or he's short by a foot. He's always on the field. Why don't the refs throw a flag for being on the field? Isn't a coach supposed to be on the sideline?
Well, yeah, but they give him a little latitude.
Yeah, but I don't see the other side doing it as much, not nearly.
So you have a little bit of a. Is yesterday the first day you had a little bit of a thing for Tom, or is it something that's been going on for a while?
No, this has been an ongoing thing. I'm just so happy that we have Rex. So you can't say...
Oh, so yeah, because he really is a guy who handles himself with such decorum.
No, but he makes me laugh once in a while.
Well, but he does handle himself with a lot of decorum. He does, right? He has done that very much.
Let me make a second point, Mike, if you will let me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
first one was really good. So.
You invested me for saying that Chris Jenkins was not among the 2 or 3 best defensive players on the Jets, and you let the next 2 callers lambast me for saying it. Now,
I don't remember. I don't remember the context of this, to be honest
The context was that when you said...
So you called to say Chris Jenkins was the best player on the Jets.
No, you said that Chris Jenkins was one of the 2 or 3 best defensive players on the Jets. I disagreed with you.
Oh, so what's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that?
Yeah. I mean,
how much has Chris Jenkins helped since Brett Favre has been here?
Oh, he's been hurt. But he was always a top player. I mean, everyone knows he's a top player. He was
a top player who came into camp between 350.
Well, that's what he always does. He always does the same thing. I mean, it's not. He's never been small. I mean, he's never been small. He's always been an issue with his. He has been very injury prone, but he's always been. If you listen to Rex, you would hear Rex tell you how valuable he is to the team if you would listen to Rex
but I don't,
on that.
Rex can spin a yarn.
Okay, good.
Okay.
So why are we even talking about Jenkins? He's not playing anymore.
Because you let the next 2 quarters.
But this is a year. But this is a year old. Who cares? Why are you rehashing this?
How to train a person is the point, Mike.
Excuse me?
I know how to train an athlete.
Oh, you do? What do you do for a living?
I'm a gymnastics instructor, one of the leaders in the United States. I can read you my card number if you wish.
Well, no. Listen, I don't really find that.
No, you're going there.
Listen. To be honest with you, well, excuse me.
You're not giving me any respect.
No, I'm not really that interested in whether you're a gymnastic coach or not. I'm really not. I mean, I don't think Chris. You know what? I think. Well, let me ask you. How do you think Chris Jenkins would do on the balance beam? Good or bad?
Excuse me, I didn't hear.
How do you think Chris Jenkins would do on the balance beam?
The balance beam?
Yeah.
He would fall off.
Okay. Well, I guess we agree on that. JJ in Flushing. What's up, JJ?
Mike,